Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to take care of this armature, and we had problems with it being seized. There's a bearing here and it wasn't actually moving. I'm Dim Tips, the channel that repairs, revives and restores. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, leave a comment, and I will certainly make sure that I respond. Today we've now narrowed it down where we've got what this is actually called is the armature. We've got the various coils within the actual motor. The top section is the commutator, where effectively the brushes just effectively touch each one of the individual lines, and therefore that then relates into a magnetic field within the coil, which then sits against here, and the fields actually move the motor around. Now, the last video we heard a horrendous noise coming from here, and actually when trying to spin this was seized, but now it's spinning free. And what did I do to resolve the issue? Well, I used my magic ingredient, which is WD-40, the world's best libation, well, one of. And what I found was that actually took care of some of the seized bearings, but it was still quite tight. And the next thing that I used, my next go-to product, is acetone, which is, surprise surprise, nail polish remover, which was actually great. It got through the actual dirt and it seemed to really open that up. All I really did was, and I'm going to go ahead and do that again, is just literally splash it on. You go, just get it in there and just give it a little spin. It seemed to get rid of everything. Now, I don't think it'll be corrosive. I'm going to have to probably check out, because it looks like it's a brass bearing against a pad. You can just see it against there, which looks to be rusted or soaked at minimum. So it seems to be that's where the problem was. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add WD-40. The other thing that I really do need to make sure is what effect is the acetone going to have against the, I think it's some kind of epoxy around the coils. I'm going to be liberal as I can, but I really do want to clear this up just in case there's any dirt or any gunk stuck between even the fan blades there. You can see that there's quite a bit there. So all I'm really going to do is just put a bit of that acetone on and just give it a clean. And in addition, on the commutator, I want to make sure that there's none of the two actual elements are actually touching. So I'm just going to etch in slightly without ruining any of the wiring here, just to make sure that there's no connectivity. Now I've got to be careful. I'm not sure if oil is a conductor, but at least it will get it clean and we'll see what happens. It can't be worse than it is anyway. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the armature. Everything's spinning fine. I actually got quite a bit of dirt out of here. You can actually now see that. It looks like you can see the brass washer is actually just fine. And although I didn't get all of the dirt out, I got a significant amount out of the actual fan blade. And even there, it's a lot better than it was. And I cleared out the commutator as well. So now that we've taken care of that, now let's actually take care of the field and the field windings. I'm going to be very light on the wire here, as well as the actual brushes, because there's not much of a brush left. And I'm going to use acetone once again just to clear it up and get rid of all of this muck. Oh, probably just doesn't help. It's better that it's off than there. I'm just going to have to see what the impact's going to be on the acetone. So the acetone on any epoxy or resin or whatever's in binding these wires together, but hopefully it should be fine. But we'll see. Okay, so now I've cleaned everything up. It's looking a lot better. There's still some residue left, but I really don't want to risk that. Not today anyway. So what I'm going to do now is just add the armature back into the field windings, and we've got we've got one bearing, and this, I think it's a bearing, but it seems also a bit seized up. Is it a bushing? I don't know, let me know in the comments. That's definitely a bearing. And what I'm going to do with this is just add some WD-40, just a bit of lubrication. At the same time, I'm going to add a little bit against these bearings here, as it will just help. Just a little bit, hopefully it sinks through. No, I'll do both sides anyway. Give it, oh, excuse me. Give it a little spin. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Probably need some grease, as it will last longer. But that is a lot better anyway. It's definitely spinning faster. Hope not too much dirt gets into it, because it should be fairly light use, what I'm going to be using this for. A little bit in there to help. Let's pop that on there without moving the armature. Perfect. We've got some movement there, and we've got movement here too. So that's fixed in nicely, and that should take care of it. And please check out my prior video which talks about opening and assessing the sander. There's also my next video which should be coming up. Click anywhere here. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below. There's some great stuff here. Thank you very much for watching.